Folks, we just got this new Ninja 400 here. It's our brand new beginner bike giveaway motorcycle, and it sounds okay with this stock exhaust, but I wanted to do a little something today. Brandon, do you have anything?
I got an exhaust.
Look at that. We have a slip-on muffler we're going to be putting on this bike today, but I wanted to run a couple tests and see what the differences are between a stock muffler, no muffler if you want to go full squid mode, and putting a slip-on exhaust on this machine. So let's get into it. All right, folks, so this is the stock exhaust on the Ninja 400. We're going to check the dBs and get some of the feel for the sonic qualities of this bike. Brandon, please start the motorcycle up for us. Looks like we're registering about 90 dBs or so at about, like what, 5 feet away? I think you're supposed to do this at 10 feet away. Let's try that again. Yeah. About here. Yeah, it's about 82 dBs. Let's get a little flyby and see how that sounds. So you heard how the stock Ninja 400 sounds, and it's a little bit quiet, right, Brandon?
Yeah, a little on the quiet side.
Yeah, and so this bike with all the 56 miles it has on it, it's time to modify it. So if you were to get this off, how would you do this?
Well, 3 easy tools, luckily. You're gonna need your 12mm wrench for sockets and your 12mm nuts, whatever you need. Your 4mm Allen to get your little heat shield off, and a Phillips screwdriver to get the rest of the heat shield off with this clamp down here.
Yeah, so this exhaust system, you'll notice Kawasaki has packaged it a little bit intelligently for the squids out there. Most of the sound deadening and muffling is happening at the back here, along with some of the catalytic converting. You have a small first cat right here, so removing this slip-on, it's probably not going to be legal from a sound perspective, depending on where you live. It's going to be quite loud. We're going to show you guys what this sounds like if you're just to remove this and go full squid mode, which you shouldn't do, right, Brandon?
No, you absolutely shouldn't. It does increase sound, and it's going to be the loudest you could possibly get it at that stage, but it's going to be a ruckus. You're going to get a headache, and it's not going to be a fun time.
It's not going to be a nice sound. Yeah. But if you want to just, tool around and see what it sounds like, we're going to show you guys. This is so easy to remove. You can hear what the bike's supposed to sound like, and then you should probably put this back on until you get a real pipe, like we're going to show you later in the video. Another point I want to make is we just ran this bike, so it's very hot. It's a lot easier to remove exhaust systems when you don't just run the bike, but for the purposes of today's video, that's what we're doing. And so we are going to be wearing gloves to help us manage some of the heat over here. So let's get this thing off. Also, I'm supervising Brandon because this is definitely not a two-man job. This is taking off a slip-on is a one-man job.
We picked straws, and surprisingly, he picked the supervisor role.
Funny how that works. So yeah, heat shield comes off pretty easy. Should be 2 bolts and a grommet up there. Yep. Boom.
Nice and loose. Right off.
As you notice, it just had this little rubber bit right here that actually fits onto the stock system. This little clamp, you can fully remove that, or whenever you slip this off, it'll come off either way. Yep. You have a banjo bolt right here. This is very common for motorcycle exhausts. It's, as Brandon showing right there, 12mm, boom, right off. Japanese bikes are also awesome in that most of them have the same socket sizes all throughout. 10 or 12 pretty much. You can knock out most things on a Japanese bike. Yep. A couple hex keys, 10 and 12s.
And Kawasaki is very easy to be worked on. They're nice bikes.
Jesus, it's tight. A little mechanical persuasion up there at the top.
All right, I might need a 10 on that side. That's tight.
All right,
that's tight. That's tight.
Brandon, what would you say that weighs?
This is probably a good 10 pounds plus here. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, that's a good 10 pounds right there.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
That's a stout thing right there.
Yeah, it's also hot, so I'm keep having just juggle it.
Hot potato.
Yeah,
hot potato.
here you go.
Yeah, back to you.
Bye.
Right where it belongs.
God damn, that's hot.
It did get warm.
All right, so now we're gonna hear how that sounds, and it's not gonna be great.
It's gonna be very loud.
Same procedures last time. We're gonna measure the dBs coming out of that pipe. So, Brandon, start her up. Measuring 114 dBs at about 10 feet away. It's really loud. Let's go see what it sounds like on the road. So that sounded awful. Let's do something about it. LeoVince supplied us with the pipe for today's video, but I wanted to tell you guys that we do sell these systems on the yammynoob.co store. And the best thing is, every dollar you spend is an entry to win the giveaway bike. So if you pick up an exhaust for your motorcycle, you could get entered to win a fantastic bike of your own. So we do have this beautiful LeoVince pipe here. This is the LV10 system in the stainless steel. Now this is one of the more aggressive options, so you'll notice there's not a lot of baffling going on here. So this system actually is going to be pretty loud, but it should be pretty cool as well, because at least it'll look better than just a pipe hanging off the edge of the system. LeoVince also supplies you with all the hardware you need. It's going to come with a link pipe, because of course you see the diameter of this pipe is not going to fit just directly onto the end pipe of the exhaust that we needed to get onto. So we have this little link pipe here. Very small system, everything's petite on the Ninja 400, which is pretty cool. Some of the ancillary bolts and stuff you might need, banjo clips and those sort of things. And then they actually provide you with a spring puller tool as well to get that pipe nice and seated on there. So let's get this pipe on the Ninja 400 and then let's go see how it sounds. All right, back at the bike here. Brandon, how are we going to install this slip-on exhaust?
Well, I went ahead and got this on already. So
yeah, link pipe into the muffler.
Yeah, you just want to line these up basically is all you want to do.
Muffler.
Muffles. And just slip it right on, basically. I went ahead and put this clamp on here just to get a little ahead of schedule right there. But we're just gonna use stock hardware, lines up with the stock hole. We're just gonna put this right here over this clamp.
Yep.
Use our 5mm Allen and tighten it up.
Yeah, one thing right here, you don't need to put a ton of torque on this. That is aluminum. It will bend and warp and overall just strip. It's a soft metal, so just enough to get it tight. You want it nice and snug, but you don't need to apply like 100 foot-pounds of torque on this.
Yeah, no. Just hand tight.
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. There's no rotating force on that trying to wiggle it loose. There's just gases flowing out. It'll be fine.
We'll go ahead and put the stock hardware on before we put the spring on, just to make it just a little easier for ourselves.
Yeah, Leo does provide this little spacer if you want to follow their exact instructions. We thought it looked a little cleaner like this with the stock hardware without spacing it out all the way, and we find that it's a good fit. I thought it looked pretty clean. Brandon, one thing I might want to do if this were my bike, I would put the banjo bolt maybe behind here to hide a little bit, maybe cleaner, a little more stealth fit.
We can do that.
You know, look pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take it off to do that though.
That's okay. We'll do it off camera. And then Leo also provides this spring puller tool, kind of looks like a coat hanger. And then on this one right here, we're just gonna link that up right there. So we'll put that on right there. Grab our spring puller tool. I'm gonna need a little more leverage than that. There we go.
And there she is.
And that's it. That's your slip-on exhaust install. Much lighter weight, better sound, looking great. One last step, because some of us on the team here have greasy little fingers that they rubbed all over the slip-on whenever they were futzing with the link pipe.
What are you talking about?
We just want to get some isopropyl and just clean the pipe off, because those fingerprints will burn onto the pipe if you're not careful, and it looks terrible, especially if it's titanium. This system is not titanium, it's stainless steel, but if you were to get a titanium system and you were to put your fingers on it, it looks so bad. I've seen some terrible photos of people who forgot to clean it, and their exhausts never look right afterwards, and that's not what you want. So we have this installed, we're gonna get this cleaned up, we're gonna see how it sounds. All right, time to hear how the bike sounds with the LeoVince slip-on. Now keep in mind, this exhaust system is pretty racy, so it's gonna be pretty loud. Brandon, start it up, please. So registering 102 dBs, that's 10 dBs quieter than it was with just the slip-on removed. And I think the tone of it is a little bit better. Let's hear how it sounds on the road. So Brandon, we both agree, way better sound.
Oh,
right?
way better sound.
Way better.
It wasn't louder, but it was much cleaner of a sound.
Way cleaner, yeah. On the DB, we actually lost 10 decibels over the no muffler system, which we don't recommend you guys do. Do it once just to see how the bike sounds, then put that stock buffer right back on, because even this system with like the full like Corsa, you know, no baffling, it's still nice and quiet. You were rolling down the road, you weren't obnoxiously loud.
Exactly, and it didn't hurt my head listening to it. It didn't resonate off the buildings. It was just a nice, clean sound throughout the rev range.
Yeah, this kind of system I think is perfect for beginner riders because it takes virtually no effort. It's 2 bolts, slide it in, slide it out, knock it out in an afternoon. drink a beer while you do it. Actually, don't, because you're going to go on and ride it once you're done. So don't drink and ride. Just kidding. But yeah, if you guys want, check out yammynoob.co. We sell LeoVince exhaust systems on the website. We have them for all the popular motorcycle models. Pick one out for your bike, and you will get entered to win this fantastic Ninja 400 and any of our other giveaway motorcycles as well. And stick around for late in August, because we got a giveaway bike that's coming that you are not going to want to miss. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. I can't keep watching you hurt yourself like this. You're out here doing fat supercharged wheelies on your H2s, doing stupid nooners on your Groms. If you just watched Yammy Noob right here, you keep watching it, you could save yourself from this. I can't keep watching you hurt yourself. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. Please keep watching Yammy Noob. I don't want you to hurt yourself, please.